Okay, we're back over at the truck. It's going to be kind of hard to see. We've got our resistor. It's going to go into this hole. You can see the housing isn't symmetrical, so find your earpieces, make sure that it lines up correctly. Okay, you can see I've got the blower motor back in. One thing I did have to do with this aftermarket guy to make it fit, remember those two pins I pointed out? This guy didn't have a recess for those pins. It didn't have a hole. So what I did was just take a little grinder and grind that out. I just wanted to point that out. Got my bolt started. I'm just going to tighten these jokers back up now. And the last one down here. Okay, now we'll plug in our connector. That guy seems to fit okay. Gonna hook this rubber boot back up. Okay, now we're gonna put this cruise control module back on. I'm just going to start this top bolt, hold it into place. That way it holds that thing in place and makes it a lot easier to catch this bottom bolt. Okay, we'll reconnect the negative side of the battery, and we'll reconnect the positive side of the battery. Since you've had your terminals off, now is also a good time to inspect your terminal for corrosion or whatnot. This is fairly new battery, but if there was corrosion on here, you'd take a battery brush, clean that off before you'd install your terminals back on. You want a good connection on these things. And one last time, I'm just going to re-verify that all my plugs are in spot, everything's in place. I don't have any tools left in the engine compartment. Let's go start this joker up and see what happens. Well, let's see if this thing works. I've got the AC on. We can already tell that the fan's operating in the low position. Sped up a little bit there. It's on the medium. And finally on the high position. This fan's a little bit louder than what my other fan was. Of course, this is an aftermarket fan, so you get what you pay for. Fortunately, this is an old farm truck, so as long as the fat kid stays cool, I'm happy with that. For those of you that are new and tuning into my channel, welcome. I hope you like this one. For those of you that are my normal subscribers, you know, normally we do homestead stuff, but just so that you know, and something to keep in mind, doing homesteads isn't just about doing the gardens. It's not just about collecting eggs and that sort of thing. If you're on a true working homestead, you're going to be doing your own maintenance to whether, you know, it's a F-250 the way this one is. It's a farm truck, gets hay, picks up grain, does normal farm activities. Whether you're doing even maintenance on your own lawn tractor, whether it's a garden tractor or subcompact, or maybe even have one of the larger tractors. You have tillers, you've got weed eaters. Doing homesteading isn't about just the gardening and just making the apple pies, which, don't get me wrong, I love that. I'm all about an apple pie, you can tell. But one of the things you do need to keep in mind, you need to know how to do your own maintenance on things, do your preventive maintenance checks and services, do the upkeep on your oil, air filters, all that sort of thing. And all that's part of being a homesteader. It's not just about taking a hoe, running it down a line, planting some seeds in, watering it, and watching the cool stuff grow. That is a significant portion. But don't ever neglect your maintenance on your vehicles. whether it's your driving vehicle, like I drive this one every day, or it's your homestead vehicles, your lawnmowers, your tillers, your weed eaters, whatever has a motor on it. It's going to need maintenance, and hopefully you know how to do that. If not, heck, I do a little bit of everything. If you got any questions about your own implements you got around the house, drop it in the comments. I never know, you might see it on a video. Y'all take care. We'll see you next time. If you like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next video.